Hi everyone, welcome to Pilates Therapy. Today's exercise you will need one weight only. So this one you can have a little bit heavier maybe, but that's entirely up to you. Remember, if you don't have weights at home, you can use all sorts of things that you've got around your house, whether it is cans of food, that is the sort of the lighter version. You can fill up water bottles that you can actually hold without them slipping out of your grip. You can get juice or milk containers that have handles and fill those up. Pasta packets. When you're doing some things, you might be able to put some books in a bag, as long as you've got something to grip onto, and some of the exercises you might be able to do in that way. Okay, so there are lots of options. You don't have to go out and buy dumb weights. So as I said, one weight. We are going to get started. These are all standing exercises, so you can choose to do them in a seated position if you wish to, whether it's seated on the floor or seated in a chair. That again is up to you, and depending on what you're doing. Obviously, if you're doing this for arm strength and you have some mobility issues, but you want to keep active, then this is perfect for being able to sit in your chair and do some exercise and keep active. So you choose where your setup is. I'm going to do the version standing up, but please be secure wherever you are, and listen to your body with the weights that you use. Do not push yourself too much. It's better to start low and finish the workout and think, oh, well, that felt really good. But I think I could go harder, or I could go faster, or I could go heavier, okay? And that difference depends on what you're after, okay? Obviously, if you're trying to get a little bit more of a cardio workout and pumping those weights out quickly, a lighter weight is going to be better for you. If you're trying to gain strength, then those slower workouts with a little bit more weight and slowly progress is the way that you go. But what we do in what I'm doing is more about endurance. It's not so much about lifting heavy. We don't get to those amounts where you're going to bulk up. It's more that endurance-y sort of strength training or toning more than building muscle. Unless you have never lifted anything at all, then you might find that you feel a little bit different. So let me know if you need to have a definition about that or some clarity on that. So I'm going to get started. Okay, so again, this might add on to some of the other weight things that I have done in the past. Okay, so you can choose to add these on, do something small. That is really up to you. So we are going to start with, I've got one weight. I'm going to hold it between my hands. Okay, it's up to the sky, and we're going to be drawing rain halos over our head. Okay, our hips stay nice and still. Okay, so I'm not rocking through my body. My body stays still. I'm working through those shoulders. Your knees can be soft. Your feet as far apart as you feel comfortable, and then change the direction. Okay, and bring that down. Now for that one, if you have shoulder issues and you can't get completely overhead, then having it at a slight angle is still working overhead. It's not quite the same, it's not the full range, but if you are having trouble getting your arms all the way up over your head, then doing that exact same thing out, so you can see I'm out the front a little bit, but still doing those circles is still doing a work. Okay, it might not be up to the sky, but it still will do some good. So you can work out where your arms are. Okay, the next one is again holding onto our weight, and again it is an upright position. Okay, so straight up or have it slightly out. Okay, same deal with our hips. We don't want them moving, and we're just moving through our side, and we're doing side bends. I'll show you from the side. So you can see my t-shirt crinkles up in the waist, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, we are not going all the way down. We're not sort of swinging. Okay, it is more controlled than that. We're keeping our hips still and our headlights are coming straight out, or our hips are being attached by strings. Okay, so, and last one. All right, still with our weight in front of us, okay, holding it here. So you could have a heavy book, okay, bag of books, okay, for most of those, you could have a bag with some books as long as you're secure. Okay, you don't want them dropping on your head, just like you don't want the weight dropping on your head. And next one, we're going to go into trains. So we've got our weight, okay? It starts at our chest, we push it out, we bring it in. So it turns into a nice big train. Okay, so again, our hips are nice and straight and still. And these can be soft. The width of our legs is really up to you. If you stand close together, you are testing your balance as well. The wider your feet are, the more grounded you are. Change the direction of your train. We're going backwards. Okay, so it pulls out and comes back in. You're pulling that weight into your chest. And the last one. All right. So now we're going to do some one-armed things. The first one is we are going to have that arm overhead again, and we're going to march. Okay, so nice high marches. You can of course jog if that's what you want to do. Okay, so we're going to just stay here for another 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Bring that down. Swap hands. Okay, arm up. Okay, marching. Of course you can walk. You could stay in one spot. You could go for a little wander. Again, straight up, but if you need to, come straight, come out a little bit. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1, and bring that down. Okay, then we are going to go into a row. Okay, we're going to hinge at our hips. So it's that little bit of a hinge. Okay, you can stay with staggered straight legs together, or you can come into a stagger and have one hand onto your thigh. So that opposite, got my weight in my right hand, my left leg comes forward, can hold onto, and we're doing a close row. So it's that elbow coming back behind us, extend down to the floor, bring that up to our hip. So you can do it with this lunge. Oops, show you. You can do it with that lunge, or you just stand and hinge. You can also do it if you need to, holding on to something. So 3, 2, 1, switch hands. Okay, so hinge or step and lean. Okay, that elbow comes back behind us again. So reach it down to the floor and up. So your elbow goes straight past your waist, your weight comes to your hips. Another 3. And come up. We have one more. This is one that you just need to be careful with. Make sure that you've got a good grip. We're doing around your body. So you switch that dumbbell or that bag, whatever you are using. We're swinging around your body. Little bit of grip strength because you've got to swap from hand to hand like a baton. And again, you can see I'm not swinging my body as I'm going. If you're swinging, it might mean that your weight is too heavy. Okay, so you work out and then swap the direction. So another couple of turns, and we are done. That's the end of our standing weights with the one weight, a little bit heavier maybe, or you might want to start low. As I said, if you're new to this, start low. There's no point going off. I've got a 3 kilo, but I've been doing this for ages. I probably would have been able to do it with a heavier weight, but I chose just to do 3 kilos so I can talk to you while I'm going. It is better to start low. Do this a couple of times a week. Realize that you're not in pain, you don't have any problems with it, and then slowly add. Okay, don't go for the 10 kilos and just go, you're a big man, or you've been pumping iron for a long time, or you used to when you were in your 20s, and do it once and strain something and then not want to come back. Build it up slowly. Okay, get the stillness through your hips first. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Do it by itself, add it onto some of the other classes I've